What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Qibla Ahmed Arts, Gman out here in Hong Kong. Hope you guys are well. A couple weeks ago, Qibla told me about this Netflix original program that they released called Happy. And he was like, gee, check it out, man, it's kind of interesting. So I thought, let me check it out, check the trailer out. And I just finished watching it. It's 8 episodes, and it's interesting. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on it. It's a spoiler review, guys, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. You might like it, you might not, I don't know, but maybe check out the first episode or two and see if you're getting into it, if you feel it. I liked it, and I finished watching this. Obviously, I was, I wanted to know what happens and whatnot. So anyway, spoiler review, right? Just to give a little synopsis, I guess, a quick synopsis on it, and my thoughts on it is, it's like the typical TV program that you're gonna get these days, right? It's grimy, it's gritty, it's dark, full of violence, mad violence, full of sexual activities, full of swearing, and then you got this imaginary friend in there, which looks like almost like a cartoon Disney character, basically, which gives it a different kind of look and effect and whatnot. So basically, what happens is there's this detective, and he's grimy and gritty. It starts off like that, and a girl's been kidnapped. And this girl has an imaginary friend. It's this character called Happy. It's like a blue unicorn and shit. She sends Happy to go find someone to help her as she's been kidnapped. Happy ends up finding this detective, which you find out later on that it is his daughter that's been kidnapped. It's very interesting. Like I say, it's all grimy and gritty. This imaginary friend is very innocent because it's a child's imaginary friend. But the program's cool. It's quite funny. I mean, he reminds me of the main character. I'm so sorry, I don't remember his name. Sax was his name in the program, but I don't know the actor's name. Anyway, he reminded me of Bruce Willis, man, from Die Hard. Just like a bum. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a bum. Die Hard with a Vengeance. You know, when he just looks like a bum, he's going through a whole lot of shit. You find out through the program he has gone through shit. He's a detective. He's seen a lot of shit. He's seen a lot of fucked up shit, and he took his, he couldn't hold himself in certain situations and just had to fuck up people basically. Anyway, he had a daughter. He was with someone. He had a daughter. He was kind of cheating on her, being a basic Bruce, and he didn't want the kid. And then I don't know. He just didn't bloody basically have any interaction with the kid up to this point. The program's interesting. I think it's all got to do, this is my perspective, I think it's got to do with just staying young and staying creative and don't lose your imagination. Because at the end of it, like, he ends up seeing the imaginary friend, all these other imaginary friends get involved, and like I say, in this grimy, gritty, funny program, because it's quite funny as well. Some of the main character, some of the shit he goes through and his expressions are quite funny. But some of the shit he goes through, and then you got, like I say, you got all these little cartoon characters and whatnot, and they're like imaginary friends of so many different characters within the program. I think it's got to do with like the little person talking to you, be it a positive voice or a negative voice. These imaginary friends should be positive, especially if they're children's imaginary friends. They're very innocent, and they're coming from a happy place. At the end of the program, Happy tells him, I'm gonna stick around to help people, like people who need help, and he was one of them, obviously. So I think it's just one of those things, stay creative, stay imaginative. Don't lose your imagination, even if you grow up. The program has got the mob involved. Basically, a whole bunch of kids have been kidnapped. The mob is involved in this. One gangster, I cannot remember his name as well. Basic. But these kids have been kidnapped. There is this kids entertainer, which is some weird fucking dude, and he's involved in some weird. He dresses up as a beetle, and there's all these fucking sex scenes and shit. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, he organized a mob to kidnap these kids, dress them up as dolls and stuff like that. It's very fucking weird, and then deliver them to where I do not know. It didn't seem like it explained that in the program. Like I said, spoiler alert, there's going to be a season 2 and shit. But it just seemed weird. Anyway, this entertainer was kidnapping kids. He was obviously this powerful dude. He was a freaky fucking dude. He had the mob working for him, kidnapping these kids. The detective Sachs is on his journey, I guess, with Happy to look out to find the kids. There's this fucked up Santa Claus in there. It's just a weird program. It was weird, but like I said, it's jokes. It's got some funny scenes in it. It's different because it's got, like I said, it's grimy and gritty, and you've got these imaginary innocent characters. But it's almost like I said, for him to believe in something that's positive, which was this Happy character, to give him motive and motivation and kind of give him a reason to live. You know, end of the day, he looked like he was on the verge to just out, because he was a skilled detective, shooting up people, beating up people. He's very skilled, but he just looked like he lost the will to live through his past and whatnot. You know, breaking up with his girl and all the other bullshit that was going through. So yeah, it was just almost like, you know, believing in this positive imaginary friend and not giving up, having a motive to live. He ends up finding his daughter, and then, you know, at the end, and then you know, you could see that they're starting a relationship, and he's panicking more than anything, and that's where Happy kind of disappears from the little girl's mind, because she's growing up, but sticks in his mind, because he was saying that, you know, I'm going to stick around and help people, and he looks like he needed help. And the reason why he saw it was actually in the beginning, I didn't say that, he had a little near-death experience, had a heart attack and whatever, had a near-death experience, so he was able to see it. But I think ultimately, in his head, he always had, I think he maybe wanted that imaginary friend, which is why he was able to see it, I think, ultimately. That's what it was all about, you know, having that voice in your head, or having whatever it is in your voice in your head to keep you going. And I think for him, even though he had that near-death experience and it was his daughter's imaginary friend, he needed that, I think, and he believed in that. He believed in it at first. It goes on like he didn't believe in it, but at the end of the show, you know, he did believe in it, and I think that ultimately he believed in that the whole time, to give himself motivation to, you know, find the kid and give himself a reason to live. But anyway, there's more to it. Like I said, there's mobs involved, there's all this demon shit involved, some crazy psycho killer dude, and crazy, like, you know, I don't know. It's got a whole lot of shit in it. It's an interesting program. I say check it out. It's entertaining, like I say, because the main character does keep you, you know, laughing and whatnot. And it's different. So when you have a chance, guys, Netflix, Happy, check it out. Check it out. That's just my thoughts on it anyway, my initial thoughts. But yeah, cool, guys. If you like, you know, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for watching and supporting and liking and, you know, giving us feedback and stuff like that. This is the reason why, you know, it just makes us comfortable to just, you know, express our thoughts on TV programs we watch and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Mad appreciation. So thank you so much. Check out the Weekly Brother podcast. Check out Kibla's artwork. Check out the Toe to Toe with Gman. There's giveaways, you know, like comment on the podcast show, comment on some of the of anything, and we'll give away them giveaways that Kibla was trying to give away on the podcast. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But they're these little Lego Falcon and Aquaman, you know. So check out the podcast, see how you can win those. Loads of things. Shout out to Wootbox. And cool, guys, G-Man out. Peace. Check out Happy, Netflix. Peace.